Hello everyone, Psychopath1 here. I'm finally going to be reviewing the Uzumaki film from 2000. What what I did was I did a little rewatch of it just right now, just to make sure it's all well and good in my brain. But anyways, yeah, the film isn't too bad. It left out a lot of stuff of the manga. Like some characters are completely removed. For instance, we don't. Kyrie doesn't have a brother and a mother. She just has the father figure in this in the movie. Shuichi, um, he's through most of the movie, like the book, but they combine the Kyrie and Shuichi storyline with the Twisted Souls storyline. In one of the chapters, Twisted Souls, there's two people running away because they love each other, and slowly their bodies end up intertwining into almost like a two snakes mating. So they combined the Kyrie and Shuichi storyline with the Twisted Soul storyline. They uh, they completely shortened the snail plot line. Really, you don't even get to see Kawakama become the snail. You just see the aftermath. But anyways, this movie's it's all right. Like, if you want an introduction to Junji Ito without reading the manga, you could do worse. You definitely could do worse. Um, for those who like the weird and out there type of storylines when it comes to the movies, definitely check this out. It's a slow burn, but it's a fun one. I I wish from what I read, the movie was made at the same time the books were being printed. The Uzumaki chapters were being printed. So like from what I read, the Uzumaki story, the manga, wasn't even all the way finished. So it was still going on while the movie was being made. So they don't have the labyrinth chapter in here. They don't have the Jack in the Box part is completely removed. You do get the character of Jack in the Box, but you don't get like the aftermath of her opening up the present and it being the Jack in the Box, and the Jack in the Box is telling her like you should feel guilty. Um, uh, he died for you. He loved you and everything. And um, uh, I'm glad that at least with uh, with the way the bodies are cremated, like you do get the smoke thing, like you do get the spiral and get the faces of the people who die, and you get to see a face of Shuichi's father and a face of Shuichi's mother. Um, I like that they put a little bit of the chapter in there where the thing crawls in her ear and whispers to her, "There's a spiral in your ear." Um, uh, Doing the voice of the father, Shuichi's father to Shuichi's mother, and she ends up in. I can't remember in the manga, and I just read the manga a little while ago. Um, uh, if she used glass, I thought she used scissors. But anyways, she throws a glass vase on the floor to get rid of the millipede that was crawling in her ear, and the millipede crawls underneath the bed, and then the millipede slowly transforms into a spiral, and then it transforms into a spiral version of the face of the father figure played by Ren Isugi, which I did like that they did put some of the freaky images in there of the father, like the eyes turning turning independently of each other. That was pretty cool, but I wish they would have had the tongue. the tongue would have been amazing to see in the movie. Like the whole thing just spiraling, the tongue just spiraling into a big old spiral. That would have been cool. Uh, it might seem like I have a lot of complaints with this. Yeah, I kind of do because like uh, Uzumaki the movie was how I was introduced to Junji Ito, and I liked the movie. I still like the movie, but it could have been so much more. Had they waited until like 2002, maybe even 2003, when the whole story was finished, this could have been probably the best Junji Ito movie adaptation. Um, I did watch the manga. I mean, I did watch the anime. Uh, the first episode, fantastic animation, but then after that, the story was still there. The story and the voice acting were all great, but the animation took a nosedive, and it repeatedly took nosedive after nosedive with each episode. And there were only 4 episodes, and they had to condense like 19 chapters into 4 episodes, and that didn't help much. So yeah, pretty much you have the character of Kyrie, our main character. She's telling the story about like how her town became haunted by a shape, and the shape being the Uzumaki, aka Spiral Vortex, goes by many different names. Um, and her friend Shuichi is telling her, "We have to leave this town. We have to leave this town. It's being haunted." And over the next few days, we see like all this weird stuff start to happen. Like um, Ren Nezuki, Shuichi's father in the movie, he's just looking at snails shells, like recording it with his video camera. He ends up killing himself in a washer. Like he ends up putting a mirror inside the washer and ends up putting himself in the washers while he's recording with the camera so he can see himself spinning, and that's how he dies. um, there's also an added character in the movie which wasn't in the manga. I think so they could give like some kind of explanation here and there. They added a detective character, Imamura, um, uh, and I could take him or leave him because he really brought nothing to the movie. Like the character literally brought nothing to the movie. You could just take him out. But I think the biggest reason why they added him was so that it made more sense why the car is coming into the area when Jack in the Box gets hit, because that's really the only reason I can see it being there, like for that particular reason. The detective's driving a car, and then all of a sudden Jack in the Box jumps right in front of the car, and you get this great shot, like it's a cutaway, but then you cut to the aftermath. His whole body is spinned into the wheel of the vehicle, the front wheel of the vehicle, and it's crazy looking. It looks almost like the manga. Um, does it get under your skin like the original? It can, but um, the manga just serves so much more than what the movie is willing to give you. And I'm sure the movie was willing to give a lot, but be it they were on a time constraint or they just didn't have all the information, they just couldn't do everything. But would I recommend buying this? Um, it's on YouTube for free. That's how I've been watching it through these years. I've been watching it through YouTube, but you can get it on Blu-ray. But from what I hear, the Blu-ray, the subtitles are yellow, and some scenes when you're watching it, it's hard to read the subtitles because of a yellow background. So it's kind of hard to read the subtitles. So I'm kind of iffy on if I should get that Blu-ray or not. But yeah, the performances were great. Ren Hizuki is always fun to see. He always plays a strange character in movies. He played a strange character in the movie X Day, Hair Extensions. He played he played in Audition. If anybody remembers the movie Audition, um, he played he plays strange characters. That's the best way I can describe his type of acting. He plays strange characters. But yeah, the music was great. The sound quality is unnerving. Like it really gets under your skin. Like especially the part when the millipede ended up crawling into Shuishi's mother's ear. Like you hear every little leg crawling into her ear, and it's freaky. It literally sounds like something is crawling in your ear. But yes, I recommend this. Especially if you're not into manga and you just want the movie. Pretty much what it is, it's an abridged version of the manga. That's the best way I can describe it. It's an abridged version. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it about a 7 out of 10, and that's mostly because of the fact that there is some imagery that does stick with you, and it did try its best to stay true to the source material. Will I review the anime? Probably not until after October. It might be way later down the road because I want to watch all 4 episodes um, in one go because I waited every week, every Sunday to watch each of the episodes, and um, I'd forget what episode was about after I watched it. So what I'm gonna do is like watch all 4 episodes like in one like setting or something like that. Maybe like 2 sittings, 2 episodes in one day, 2 episodes another day. But yeah, the anime, it's a great anime. Don't get me wrong, it's a great anime voice wise, story wise, plot wise, everything. It's great for that. But animation wise is where it fails. But that's all I'll say for right now with the anime. But um, Uzumaki, the 2000 film, gets a solid 7 out of 10. Really enjoyed it. Could have been better in some spots, but when you're making a movie based on a Junji Ito property, you gotta take liberties because, like, depending on what budget you're working with, you can you can either work with the body horror or work with just the plot line itself. And this tried to do 2 things at once. It tried to combine like the body horror aspect with the plot, which was good. I enjoy A for effort. Like they were trying. But anyways, if you enjoyed my review of Uzumaki 2000 film, definitely check out my review of the manga. And I've got 2 more reviews coming up this month. They'll be released sometime this week. They'll be over the Tomie manga and Tomie Unlimited movie. So yeah, and if people are wondering about my Tomie Unlimited, why I'm not reviewing the first Tomie movie, because I have no way to watch it. Um, and I really don't want to watch it on YouTube because I just don't. I'd like to see it on that Arrow Blu-ray. But I can see Tomie Revenge and Tomie. I think it's called Tomie Reborn. Tomie. There's like 3 Tomie movies on Tubi. There's Tomie Revenge, Tomie Unlimited, which is the one I watched. Um, that one definitely goes into the body horror more than what Uzumaki did. So there's that, and plus it's made by the dude who made Machine Girl. So if anybody knows about the movie Machine Girl, that's definitely a fun one. Check that out. Um, but anyways, this is Psychopathic1 signing off. Hopefully you all enjoyed my review of Uzumaki 2000 film. Anyways, catch y'all later. Psychopathic1 signing out.